Okay, so last time I finally got my first hero ever, and of course I got it by buying it with 750 gems, which everybody would yell at me and say, oh, don't do that, but at least for the sake of this playthrough, I've gotten one event card, which is the Frankenstein Gargantua thing, and I paid 500 gems for it, whatever. In this context, either 400 or 500, whatever. These vary a little bit. And then I got one hero last time, which is Captain Combustible, so at least we've shown that we can save up and do stuff like that, despite not being able to craft. And of course, for heroes, I guess that's kind of less relevant. The only thing that would burn me up here is if Bad Moon Rising was the weekly card here, because then I would really be pissed by the fact that I don't have enough saved up for it. So thankfully it's not. When destroyed, make a 5/4 Grizzly pair with Amphibious. Not really that special. I wouldn't get it anyway. Kitchen Sink bundle, you have to pay real money for it. Obviously don't really care. I mean, I don't mind these little promotional things they do, but at least if, you know, let me pay like 750 gems for it, and I would totally waste my shit on that. As much as they only have one thing going on, they'll still spam you with it. Give me one that gives me 100 though. Yeah, there we go. Play 5 multiplayer games. That's actually quite nice, because that's be a winner isn't even what it is. It doesn't say, oh no, it does say win. I thought somehow I was imagining that it just said play. Increase the strength of 3 zombies. Deal 20 damage to super brains. I don't know. These are always worth re-rolling, because what if he gives you another 100 gem quest? But I feel like that maybe it doesn't let you have 2 at once. There's nothing to really play around with here, because we already, you know, we didn't get any like new cards since last time. But I decided on him. I guess the options really were, it had to be a plant hero, because we have this sort of criteria that I just made. Like, we have to have a legendary with each of their class types. You have to have like a, you know, for Mega fucking Chomzilla, we'd have to have a Mega Girl legendary and a Solar legendary, right? At least one card for each. So Chomzilla was what everybody wanted, but I was turned off by the heal. I wanted somebody who I can just go full aggro with. The defensive one we don't have one for, so we couldn't really do that even if I wanted. There was a little bit of a bias towards trying to go for the smarty one. Like, we could go for Nightcap or Rose. Rose is a clown though, and I hate her, so I wouldn't want to do that. And Nightcap is just sort of underrated and underplayed, so almost my style, but still, I guess not really something I wanted to do. Just a little bit too obscure. I don't think people would really mind Captain Combustible too much. At least with that rationalization too, that I would just want to play it like super aggressively, because that's what a lot of these decks bog down to anyway. But the bias towards getting a Smarty class was just so I could have another class that could use Dark Matter Dragon Fruit, of which I have 2 of them, so it almost feels like a waste not to do that. The zombies, yet again, are underrated in the sense that they're just not getting anything, and that ties into the fact that they haven't gotten legendaries. They haven't gotten anything this whole run, but they've still done pretty well overall. So we'll go ahead and start with Captain Combustible. Why not? So the goal is to play even more clown face aggro than I normally do. What is it showing here that's like a legendary? Pair up. Oh, I mean just the one that I obviously already have. Yeah, let's actually look at this for a second. What is the other legendary condition, right? Like, we have the... whatever, I can never remember the name of these things. Muscle Sprout is our Mega Girl legendary, and then the other one is the... oh yeah, this little dinosaur thing, Velocity Radish Hunter. Every game I play, I have some sort of dinosaur reference. Like in Magic, I love dinosaurs. In this game, I end up using them anyway. And then in fucking, yeah, this guy does seem to have a certain correspondence with that. Like you see, even that's a dinosaur. We're playing Ark at the same time. Like, it gets confusing. Like, 2 of my streams were mentioning dinosaurs, but one of them is Magic the Gathering and one of them is Ark, because whatever, it just happens to be at the same time that Magic came out with an expansion to do with that. Another fun and fair and balanced matchup, am I right? Rank 26. What the fuck? It's not a terrible curve. I'm not a big fan of the berry thing here, but it should be fine. Everybody wants to be Diva. Copy Diva's the original mech in any universe. Like, Gundam didn't exist. It was everybody copied Overwatch. Yeah, it is refreshing ways to have a new one. Again, am I going to do that on a regular basis to try to unlock every hero? Probably not, but right now I'll go full turtle mode and try to save up as many as I can. Can I see my cursor now on stream? Because it wasn't working before. I can hardly tell with this setup because I have to watch on my phone, so I can barely see what's going on. This is going to deal 1 damage to all planet zombies and make a 4/3. I wouldn't want to do that necessarily. But this would be good because he would even survive the 4/3. Or he wouldn't because... Fuck. He wouldn't because of the combination of the damage that would actually do. Yeah, this is kind of an interesting, different schedule for me. Like where I'm doing one stream at night and one stream in the morning. So I do them kind of back to back. Right, and then I don't do it again until like the next night. So like I'll do it tonight, tomorrow morning, and then I won't do it again till the day after tomorrow's night. So it's still every day, but it's kind of a little different pacing to it at least. Your hero would get hurt. Okay, that's fine. Man does a bonus attack. This is probably not really going to happen though. This almost seems like a waste too, but in fact, it wouldn't be enough to kill it anyway. And I feel like this card is just garbage for me. It won me a couple games early on in this playthrough, but for the most part, it's not done anything for me. Or of course, exactly as planned. But no, I wasn't thinking about that. The leafy thing isn't going to benefit me here. 2/2. When a plant does a bonus attack, it's probably just not going to happen though. So I'm just greedy for the conjuration effect there. You have very low likelihood of being able to actually play this card, and even when you do, I mean, when you do, it can just win you the game almost single-handedly sometimes. But then the plant player conjures an event card. What the fuck? His hand is pretty stacked out now. I'm a little bit worried about him. That is leafy, but it's not going to do me much good. Haven't been this nervous about DDR since Danganronpa. Fuck. Plants and the plant hero can't be healed. Yeah, I don't like healing anyway, dude. I'll try to get that conjuration, but I'm already probably going to lose. You get 2 conjurations back to back, in fact. When destroyed, make seedlings next door. He's pretty low, but I don't know if I could just finish him off with this. Nope. When hurt, deal 1 damage. Oh shit. That guy looks so awesome. I'm surprised I don't see him more just for that reason alone. Deal 1 damage to each other plant zombie, deal 5 to the plant hero. Now I could do these bonus attacks, even as much as I'm saying it's not that big of a deal. The problem is he'll still get the block meter. Deal 3 damage to a zombie. Okay, that was easy enough. Somehow I felt like the block meter could have still saved him there. You get like some kind of better favorable rolls and stuff. But that's a good way to show how face rolled this guy should be. If you're gonna go aggro, just go all the way with it and don't even think about it. Which is surprising that I'm so committed to that on plants. Just philosophically, you would think that's more of a zombie thing. So we beat a very unfair matchup there, and now we can lose to a very unfair matchup for him, although it's not really that unfair. We have a lot of environment stuff going on here, which I don't even care too much about. He does look pretty awesome too. I gotta pay attention a little to his like deathly animations or whatever, but we're not even gonna see them because I'm so good. I mean, we've seen him hundreds of times on the other side, but yeah, I should have played Nightcap just to you know, kind of balance the odds to show like, you know, this guy's so underplayed, so I should be the difference and make up for that. Yeah, I'd love to go on like a 20-game win streak with this guy and just fucking only play as this guy, but today. But this you should still be able to kill him, but I don't really care because we'll still just go face, ignore this. Give it +4, which is, again, we're just trying to do raw damage. He's only rank 2. He's only got a couple cards in his hand. That standard means a lot more in this game than in most games. Like, you can judge the quality of a deck solely by the fact that, like, you know, how many cards they have left in their hand, or how much they're cycling and getting value out of stuff in that sense. Could have a removal sort of answer, but this is a good amount of damage that we're doing regardless. But the smash does have some defensive stuff and healing, so you can't be too surprised. But see, that doesn't even dissuade me from playing this way. Like, what am I supposed to do? Oh, because we're playing against the smash, I'm not going to play aggressively? No, I'll just play more aggressively. It's like even with the block meter, I'm not going to stop attacking because I'm afraid of the block meter. Even though when I first started playing this game, I was almost convinced like that. There's no point trying to go face and rush him down because the block meter is just going to always save him. So it's just so demoralizing. But somehow, you know, you just have to deal with it and just say, they're not going to get all 3 of them, or you're going to have to get through all 3 of them to beat them. There's no reason trying to hide from it. Looks like he's about to disconnect or something. Or I don't know what ends up. Yeah, fuck, good call. I don't know what the penalty is, like if you AFK for a full move, if it does DC you, or exactly how that works, like roping. We rarely see that. His position wasn't even that bad, though. That was still a perfectly tenable game for him. Yeah, let's at least do that 100 gem quest. So I want to make sure I always have 500 in my back pocket just in case I do want to waste another 500 on another event card. The only one of which I care about is Bad Moon Rising. We've been playing this for long enough that we might actually see it again on like even a yearly rotation that it comes up. Right, we might actually see it rotate all the way through every single one. Oh shit. What a bad hand. Yeah, this game is like perfect for these little short casual sessions that I do with card games these days. For some games it's almost not suited for that because like with Magic or something, normally I try to do formats with them or something, or try to do some sort of challenge. If I don't get to such and such rank or use such and such deck, then I have to delete my account or something. But I don't have time to do that, so I end up just doing the same decks over and over, which is still fun for me, but it's not as in-depth of a look as I would like, so it ends up feeling like too much of a casual series. Whereas with this, it is meant to be a casual game, which, again, is not even necessarily a bad thing, but, you know, it almost suits me at this point, but clearly it has its limits with how much you're going to be willing to play it. But the whole problem with these kind of games for me is the monthly ladder rotation, because, you know, you only play so much in a month. So even if I win every single game, it would be impossible for me to get like rank 50, because you're never going to play enough for that to even be possible. Like I was getting to rank 20 and doing pretty well for a little bit there. Right, a couple months in a row. Then the last couple months I think I missed it, or maybe it was just last month that I missed it. And again, it's like this game is full of weird flex moments. Like, wow, I got to rank 20. Like, that matters, but it was at least the first time doing it, and it was still a good thing if I could maintain that every month, but I obviously can't. It seems like a waste, but I don't know what I can really do about this guy. I'll lose the game because of that alone. Whenever you let one of these clowns hang around for too long with all their buffing capabilities too. At least it's a fair matchup as far as the rank, which you often don't see, but that gives us a small price to pay for, there's got to be some story with this game, like why it's so popular or why it seems to be always so active. Because yeah, let's judge it by Twitch, for example. If you're able to, you know, it always has 0 viewers or very few people who actually play it. So that means it must be a dead game, but at the same time, it's like, you know, you always get a queue. I have to wait longer in queue times in Hearthstone or in Magic or in other games. There's one of two things. Either there's bots, or either it has some insane player base from like halfway around the world, like in China or somewhere, that people are just really into it for some reason. I don't really know. That's a pretty sick animation for that one. You might question why I even did that, and even I'm kind of questioning it, but his hand is pretty jacked out, which scares me a bit. This guy keeps looking back and forth. It almost is matching with the music. You could deal 2 damage and then you could like trade into 1. The problem is you can't do this at the same time. But I guess what you could do is you could, this is not a very good card. 5 mana just for that, like. Yeah, this game I can't really play aggro too much because he's putting me on the defensive already. Alright, let's let this episode be the Captain Combustible showcase and just never lose with him. Play until I lose with Captain Combustible, but it can be very hard to maintain stuff like that. I'm not gonna have any heals considering how aggressive this is meant to be. You get +3, which is always just like a free play that he gets to do. So we could do this. You know, you could do this first and just kind of dig for something better. And then seems like a waste, but I don't really know what I'm doing right now because when revealing an environment, freeze a plant. I'm just trying to flood the board so I don't die. But this guy immediately from the get-go in this game had the right strategy to try to beat what I'm doing, because I'm playing so aggressively that he actually put me on the defensive. So now, no matter what happens, he's gonna win. Even if he doesn't rush me down, I'm not gonna be able to heal, or I'm not gonna be able to do enough damage to him because I'm so worried about. Oh shit! That is a pretty sick finisher actually too. Or wait a second. Oh, he fucked up though. He probably thought that would kill me because of the water. He would need something in there too. I think he actually just misplayed that, because even I was almost convinced I was gonna die, and I was even saying, oh, that's such a cool way to win. You can do it to yourself too. Captain Combustible commits seppuku in his first loss ever, even though it's not, because I lost once last time. The problem with that is, well, I couldn't have done both anyway. All he has to do is summon like one thing and I'm dead. Imagine if you really didn't have anything in his hand there. 1 HP clutch, yeah, I don't think it's gonna happen though. Oh shit, he didn't actually have anything. Thing is, I'm gonna have absolutely 0 defensive cards in this deck, or heals of any kind, so believe in yourself. I love the way that one guy looked though, the skull head thing. I'm surprised we don't see that more often. Some of the cards with the coolest appearances are the ones you see somehow least often. I just don't see what my win condition here is. Like, I can survive for a little bit, but maybe if he lets me do that. All he would need is like a one attack thing in a lane, and I can't do anything about it. Like in either of these. Why is he doing that? He could have put it anywhere else. He's like trolling me or something. Yeah, you win because of that alone. Nice. He gets 3. Okay, whatever. That was still a pretty good showing by him overall. I do like the idea of what we're going for with that. Let's try to get to rank 10 at least here with the plans. Give Green Shadow a shot. Yeah, we finally won a game because of that stupid 8-cost card. The Espresso Bean or whatever, where you get triple attack. I always make fun of how rarely I ever get to use that. That's just BM. That's fine. It's actually kind of hard to BM in this game because everything just always auto attacks anyway. Like, you can't really choose not to kill somebody if you have lethal a lot of the time. Plant does a bonus attack, which we have a little bit of that capability, but not too much. Don't let this diamond Chinese guy beat you. But yeah, is this really a fair matchup? Like, I've beaten people like this before. I've beaten a taco rank 40 person before too, but moves on me to this lane, but I don't really even want to do that. Let's just go full ramp mode here. I'm good. I don't know. It depends on the quality of his deck, which so far doesn't seem that good. He trades in pretty favorably there, but nothing he's doing is too crazy yet. So +1/+1, you get 1. Let's go ahead and move this sucker there so we can just get in more face roll damage. Okay. But his hand is at least a little bit dried out, so that's always encouraging. And his board isn't too intimidating either. So that you could do to trade in. There's no other good curve play really going on. And this is one deck where you can always get away with playing a little more mid-rangey and dragging the game out a bit because you do have the 2 Dark Matter Dragon Fruits, but still, it's not really what I want to do. I mean, I would have done that too for the raw 5 damage, just for the fuck of it. But because of his stupid block meter, it's not even worth it to do that. Oh, here we go. This guy can be annoying. Or, I mean, that's a much better use of it. You could bounce it. You could do it all over again. It's so fortuitous that it's in the middle lane, though. I almost don't even mind. Let's just do it, and then we get to go in the water here. Just ignore what he's doing. Maybe it's a mustache deck. Surprisingly, this rank 33 doesn't use this strat properly. I don't know what his deck really is. It seems kind of just random. He's just farming low rank players because he's getting all these favorable matchups, playing rank 7 for no reason. Hey Stars, how's it going? Playing Fortnite and can't hear. Nice. Can't believe he's never played COD before. He was saying that the other day. This would trade in whatever, I guess that's fine. I could destroy his environment, but I don't know why that matters too much. Like, I don't think brains is really the point here. He's spending all his brains to get more brains, but he should be pretty much dead. Although I'm pretty close to that myself. Give something a bonus attack. Oh shit. So I would basically have to do this, but he wouldn't have enough to kill me with the other things. Right, I just have to do something about that. So unless he does something that's a buff here on one of the other ones. Fuck you. Okay, that is a really good card actually, but that was at least an intense game. Okay, let's try Solar Flare here. Probably my least favorite plant though, as much as everybody loves Solar Flare. At this point, I like Wall Knight even a little better. All the Disco Ball and stuff. See, at least this is a fair matchup. But yeah, that was a very winnable game despite his high rank. I guess that's an okay curve kind of hand, but it's also a very aggressive type of game. I hope he does summon something, but even that wouldn't it wouldn't kill it. But I mean, fuck it, just for the mana I'll do it, for the sun. I've seen the previous match in this one, so your style is aggressive. Rust Bolt. Yeah, if I had gotten a zombie, I should have gotten Rust Bolt myself, actually. Everybody loves Rust Bolt. Or even Chopzilla. Everybody was saying get that one instead of Captain Combustible, but see, it's not even that I like to play aggro, it's more that I feel like I have to because, you know, I don't have enough good cards or whatever to really do any great strategy. So it's just like a last resort. The only way I'm going to win most of the time is by playing aggressively. Oh, and that works out perfectly for him because he's going to absorb the 1 damage each. But it's still worth it to buff these guys up. Let's see what happens. Okay, that's a very slow card. You can definitely punish that. Rust Bolt for Giga Chat, only you are one. Yeah, I'll save up another 750 gems. I got really unlucky with getting a hero though. In all my time playing this, I haven't gotten a single one from a pack. It's not like I'm expecting one all the time. It has like a 3% chance or whatever, but still, there should be some sense of, I mean, honestly, dude, this is how you gotta play it, because what am I saving it for? I just want it to be over. But that does seem like a clown play to make. Deal 3 damage to a plant, 1 to other plants. Why wouldn't you do it on one of the dinosaurs though? Because they keep getting buffed. So play a zombie this turn, okay. Some of these people are playing like bots, like they're making clearly suboptimal plays just because they feel like it. Rest of the game, zombies get +1/+1. A regular miscaller, this one. Let's just kill that. We should pretty much be able to kill him, but let's see what happens. 4, 8. Okay. Pretty easy. As a bronze rank 7 matchup should be. Yeah, let me definitely try to finish that daily quest at least. I'll only exhaust it until we're done with the plants though. So either I get to rank 10 or I lose with both Solar Flare and Wall Knight. That should be the condition for what is going to be another pretty short episode. You have a 2, 3, 4, but it's not really the best way to start. At 3% it issue way lower than that. Huh. I think I've gotten a couple legendaries, at least from packs, over time. But, yeah, that is surprising. All I wanted was really one of them. I didn't even care who it was, right? Like, any hero, just for the sake of some variety here. And the event card was kind of in the same vein, just so I have one of them. I'm so dejected that I didn't get Bad Moon Rising, though, because I had the chance to get it, too. Right, it came up during this playthrough, but I didn't have enough gems then. And it was almost that moment that made me resolve to, like, oh, let me save up gems so I always have enough to buy an event card. So if one comes up, then I have enough on the spot. Whereas then I obviously was just playing it normally and buying packs whenever I had 100 gems. That's like a great minimalistic way to do it, because if you save up 500 and always act like 500 is 0, you can always just buy 5 packs later anyway. But at least then you have the option to do stuff like that. Or you can buy like all these other cool packs, like the Smash pack or something, or like a guaranteed legendary pack that comes up every once in a while. Probably just whatever, the classic ones, or the one that is a premium pack or something. Although I haven't really opened too many in a while, because I have been saving up for whatever stupid stuff like that. So I'll still save up till 500, even if I don't use it for anything. The one time I didn't want to see Bad Moon Rising come up was this week, because then I wouldn't have had enough for it, of course. Cards you conjure cost 1 less when this hurts the plant hero. Well, it won't hurt the plant hero because it's going to be too weak. And then we'll go here. Or it will, but I guess I can get rid of that later. I can just use the berry or something on it. This guy can be very annoying. One legendary for 19 US dollars seems like a great price. And yes, it was an actual pack. Huh. Okay, this guy's deck just seems like on a different level, though. But it's always encouraging when he just, when you see their health kind of dip a little bit. Not that mine's much better, but I never care about that anyway. If you're actually going to out-aggro me, then you deserve to win. And dang, he's a smurf. I don't know. I mean, it does seem pretty good. Let's use the berry thing. I guess we could double berry the guy. Then I unfortunately don't have anything to play though. Yeah, see, this could be a top tier meta deck, but nothing I can do. I still have to just go face. Gives me the best chance. You got that Albert Einstein IQ. Overshoot 3 again. Okay, we gotta just consider how do we outlast all the crazy shit in his hand, get a little bit of cycling myself. Conjuration. Not really much I can do about the environments for the time being. When you play a plant on the heights, that plant gets +2/+2. That should include itself though, no? What? I guess anything but itself. Never used that card before, maybe never even seen that card before. I should have just done that instead, I guess, but it wouldn't have mattered for that one. Okay, I'm still not in such a bad spot, but the overshoot thing is going to be annoying. That's not a mechanic you see very much at all, though, overshoot. I feel like there's hardly anything that has it in the whole game. Big brain time I had. Okay, can I actually do something here or not, dude? Do that just to get rid of the one dude, I guess. I just don't have very good plays here. Just keep putting pressure on him. That should be good. Deal 3, zombie in every lane. Yeah, the downside, backside of that could be, oh, if there's no zombies in any lane, it should do 0 then. Why the fuck does everybody have to have this thing, dude? So stupid. Okay, last shot here with Wall Knight. Kind of ignoring the zombies a little bit, but I'll try to make a point to play as them next time. Then I probably still won't, because I'll still want to do Captain Combustible again. Okay, let's see. Those two are pretty good. 1, 2, 3, 4 curve is okay. We have like a little pseudo healing thing in here, but it's not really very good, or we don't have much support for it, basically. Yeah, the value on some of these can become very good very quickly, just because of the simple fact that, you know, you're not really, like, even this I would play aggressively too, but you don't have to. I should just do the spine apple dude first, and then I get to, I can do this guy behind there. He'll trade in pretty favorably. It just creates value that you can't get any other way. How else would I have gotten a 2-mana, or how else would I have gotten a 2/6, a 2/8, and a 2/3 this quickly if I just played them as raw plays? There's really no way to do it. And so you create this whole beautiful dynamic. And so what I want to do here is I want to do the guy in the middle and buff everything. I do like Wall Knight, but I feel like you still need a little bit more support to make this good, or this has to be a little more orchestrated of a deck. You can't just do it like this. That could be scary if I let it get out of hand here, but that will be pretty worth it. And so what if I say fuck it and I want to go there as well? That I just need like some sort of hard removal for later, which I might never get though. He is going all in with that. It's fine. I mean, if he's just going to rely on that all the way. I have a lot of things that are hard to get rid of here. I mean, you could do that. It's not going to die necessarily, or he could still come back. I shouldn't have let this get so out of hand, but there almost wasn't a whole lot I could have done about it. He's very close to dying. And if I got like the disco nut now, that would be god tier, because you have to get through all this shit anyway. Turning defense into offense, the ultimate. To me, that card's a legendary, even if it's not considered one, because I just love it. The plant does damage and survives. Heal your hero for that much. You can take advantage of the strike through a little bit there again, I guess. This board is becoming a little more impressive though, to be sure. But I don't really care about the healing as much. I don't want this game to drag out for too much longer. Yeah, it's still not the end of the world, but I have to find a way to do a little bit of damage here. I guess nothing was really missing that much health, but in fact, I should have just waited till after doing that. But that disco ball thing would just win me the game because he has no choice but to go through my stuff. Yeah, this is at least decent value that we're getting here, but it's gonna burn out. Like, you don't really have... This is not a control deck, despite anything else. It could theoretically be. It's like a control style, but it's still like mid-range because you have to win. You still have to win now on the board somehow. Uber plan, draw a card. Let's move this one, I guess. Give them even more health here. Yeah, there's nothing I can do about these stupid mascots. I'm not getting any removal or anything. So now he's actually going to win because they're just going to keep getting buffed forever. You're never going to be able to kill that fucker, dude. This one's at least pretty close to dying. Oh, here we go. Finally, dude. The other one should at least be a little bit easier to deal with. His hand is sort of burnt out. Took me the whole game to finally get rid of this one clown. And that still doesn't mean that we're in a great spot because the buffing has been kind of out of control. This guy's going to catch right up. So we need a way to deal with that too. But most of these should be relatively favorable trades, although this you'll only hit him for like one. This is going to be Conjure not. His attack becomes 3. Okay. Alright, he's completely burnt out, so hopefully whatever we make is going to be good. We won't even necessarily be able to play it right away. Oh, shit. I mean, that is exactly what I was asking for. Maybe I'm putting it in a spot that makes it a bit too vulnerable, though. But I do have one of those in here, but I think maybe only one of the... Oh, fuck, he's going to kill it, though. How dare you do that? At least it takes out the stupid sports guy in the process. We should probably win now, but I'm still not 100% sure because I definitely have an advantage at least. That was a pretty epic game though, like where we go all in and we both kind of burn out. Very fair and evenly matched. It still doesn't mean that I win, but I'm kind of at least satisfied now with my position. That always looks like it has strike through because he's just shooting a beam like right in your fucking face. I almost shouldn't do that, but I guess I will anyway. Yeah, fuck. Alright, so at least we should be able to complete the daily quest if we do just one more, get to rank 10. That would satisfy me as well. The other two quests don't really matter as much. To just bring it home for me, Wall Knight. I don't get how the season works with this game sometimes because it's the beginning of the month, but I've been playing for a couple weeks. Right, the first episode of this season was like I stayed at rank 1 the whole time. I got hard stuck because it was so competitive for some reason or whatever, but Let's just win like maybe 2 more and that should get me to rank 10. Yeah, there's no way I'll get to rank 20 anytime here. But no, I feel like the season's about to reset, so it does it like in the middle of the month, or I don't even know. You go straight for that for now. I don't really care too much about him going face on me. The buffs aren't really as important to me here. You could try to still just go face. Sometimes I ignore my own safety though a little bit too much. Or I jump the gun with using that a little bit too much sometimes. Hey, we do have to address what's happening on the board a little bit though. Come on, at least win 1 more because I have to fucking do that quest. Despite having more heroes now than ever before, so like, oh, that would extend the length of a session, because even if I can only lose 1 game with every hero and I even lose the first game I play with each one, let's say, it would still go on at least 1 more game. The only problem is that it's a case where you know, I don't even have time necessarily to play as those now. A zombie and zombies next door here get -2. Then destroy any of those that have 0. You can move it back again and give it health. Really didn't seem like a worthwhile interaction, but it's fine, I guess. Yeah, those are the worst sessions too, because I only play once a week, so it's like a daily quest becomes a weekly quest. But then you don't even get 100 gem quests sometimes. Like it's every other week. It's not even because I still have it left over from last time. Even if I do it now, you sometimes just don't even still get it. You could do this on the 5-5. I almost don't want to though. Zombie and zombies next door get -2. So it would destroy both of those, I think. That was a pretty good use of it, I guess. I'm still in kind of a tight spot. I can just ignore everything and go face and try to finish him off if I go invincible that way. I probably wouldn't have died there anyway, so maybe I should have waited a turn before I did that. Yeah, this guy is a legendary, but I don't really care too much about him. Like, he's okay. Fuck. Yeah, that works pretty well in this deck too, because you can protect those with all your team ups and walnuts and stuff too. But yeah, I wouldn't have died there at all, so I don't know why I used that immunity there. That was kind of a waste. Or even this, you could give attack from that too. That could be pretty good, I guess. Maybe that felt like a waste, but we can't seem to get rid of this guy for save my life. Everybody always confuses that. Neil Armstrong and Lance Armstrong. Like, who's the bicyclist and who landed on the moon? Who's the one who used steroids? And had some big drama reveal on Oprah. So we did actually get that off. That's pretty good. You could do like a 369 thing, even though it doesn't seem entirely worth it. Or no, see, theoretically I could have done it, but it kind of a waste because you won't have team up, so you won't actually be able to play anything else. Still have a vague chance here, but you still get the pit back, and so you still might have a chance. I wish it just became the pit, but then it would make it too easy because then their turn's already underway. So many of these animations make it seem like they're hitting you, right? Like the lasers and stuff that you go right at the hero. Hey Gerard, how you been? Boss music incoming. That's the music that everybody hears when they play Gerardo in chess because they get absolutely rolled over. Probably not going to win this one now, unfortunately. But a couple of these were at least good matchups, like intense back and forth. And at least the ranks are fair. Doesn't that seem like a bot name? 1323455. Who the fuck would name themselves that? Unless that has some special meaning to them, like it's a birthday or something. That was like a funny meme. People are saying Ridley Scott. I love the part where Ridley Scott names his movie the name of the movie that it is, like literally what it's about. Like Alien is about an alien, or Napoleon is about Napoleon, or Gladiator. Like they're very banal, to the point names of all his movies. That strike 3 could still be pretty good. Little bit of healing capability. What are some other ones? Like all of his movies are just named exactly the title of the movie, or like the subject of the movie. Even like Blade Runner. Okay, that's fine. We get the Astrocado thing again. He does seem to have a little bit of trouble actually dealing with that. Damn, we might actually win despite my total lack of faith there. Oh, shit. We never got to play Overwatch. That's the one thing Gerardo wanted to do, was carry me in Overwatch. Gotta carry me in Paladins now, since that's my next Overwatch-esque series. That's all people ever say about the game is, oh, this is that Overwatch clone. This game's just like Overwatch. Which is true, but I mean, it doesn't mean it's bad. I'm trying to come in your stream, but it's later. Yeah, my schedule is kind of messed up lately. Still play, but you don't know if you're still good. Okay, see you later. Good night. Yeah, it's either like super early or super late. I actually don't mind the super early ones, but it's kind of hard for me to do sometimes. Whereas, like, remember the time when I would fucking wake up at 6 a.m. and stream chess till like 12 at night and still not make any progress? That shows you my commitment to it, but it didn't exactly do me any good. I mean, this is cute and all, but it's not really doing anything for me. I need, like, the little spine apple to save me here. At least we got the daily quest done, so at least I'm happy with that. That was a pretty clutch win. I'm almost shocked that I did win. You can give him health and you can even heal him, but so what? Like, we need a little bit more help here with respect to giving things attack. Pineapple actually is unironically the most important, best card in your whole deck here. Come on, dude. So the heal here would be pretty much okay. Right, it's gonna stall this out a little more. I have a hard time stopping them from buffing stuff though, because it's not like I'm trading in actively and stuff like that. That's kind of a bad move though, because it's not a very good curve play. You would have rather even just done that. Now I can play this dude. Try to, maybe I should just do this now though, fuck it. Yeah, that was kind of a misplay the turn before. I should have just done that because the heal was kind of superfluous. Even if it felt like it was a good use of it, it didn't really do me much good. Okay, it's not really worth using it on that. But this is one bad instance of, like, where you don't have the buff, so this is not a terrible board, but it would have been so much better if you just got the spine apple in time. It just didn't happen. Or what game was that was coming out that looked, that I was excited about? Oh yeah, the Avatar game looks actually awesome. It looks like a proper open world game, unlike the other one by Ubisoft. Like when the first movie came out, that was just like a movie licensed garbage type of thing that nobody seemed to like, which I never even played, but that actually looks pretty good. Like an open world game set in the Pandora whatever universe. Be like Horizon Zero Dawn with the whole like high tech, low tech, whatever vibe going on. Okay, we're doing fine here. Strike through is gonna just carry us, dude. We won the last game because of that, when it seemed like we had no chance. You do the Astrocado thing, and we could do the, fucking heal. Astrocado and some removal, which both of those have strike through anyway, so I mean, or no, I can't do it. The heal is kind of cute, doesn't really do much, so you could almost kill him from that alone, but obviously not. So my board is decent here. I almost have an urge to play Overwatch. For some reason, I just kind of thought of that anyway. But, I mean, we gotta deal with Paladins for now. Can't really decide actually what to do after that. I was thinking Smite. Now I'm almost thinking some kind of MMO or some weird thing, not unlike WoW. Depending how I like the... I should have a recurring series like that, but I kind of ruined it with the hardcore classic thing that I fucked up so bad. So hopefully we can get the Astrocado out there. These don't really scare me too much. In fact, I should have just put it there and like traded in, because these are kind of good just to farm your block meter and they're not really going to do anything for you. Fuck. Just when I thought I was going to win, he saved himself with some card draw to keep it relevant. Yeah, actually, let's do that. Those 1-1s are no threat to me at all. We do that. This actually been pretty fortuitous with the Astrocado thing. How it's not, people can't seem to stop it. That's almost a moot point to do that because you already had strike through, so that's not going to change necessarily the amount of damage that you take, but... Oh, nice. Do we get to rank 10? I always like to end on a high note. We don't end because I lose with everybody. I end because I get to some sort of goal that I set, which is exactly what that is, and then we almost get enough to, you know... Even if Bad Moon Rising does come up next week, we would almost have enough to do it then. So that's a good way to end off. See you tomorrow.